So this is based on the concept of, if I'm not mistaken, we talked about this during the 2-cycle 8-period video. Okay, which basically means that we use the Early Heaven Gua, and the later heaven numbering. Okay, so what does this mean? What does this mean? Okay, what does this mean is that if Early Heaven Gua means this is the basis or the fundamental. Later Heaven Gua, this is the application or the usage. 体用啊 okay 体和用 okay so when let's say for example period 1 golden dragon is Li Gua okay Li Gua early heaven is actually Qian okay it's actually Qian and this is indirect right what means the opposite here is actually the direct spirit. Okay, so it is always opposite one. Okay, it's always opposite one. I think the next slide will be easier to address this. Let me put this to IV later, but I need to explain another concept that is a bit quite peculiar in 玄空六法. Okay, 玄空六法. Okay, unlike 玄空大卦, 玄空大卦 and 玄空飞星, 玄空飞星, where when you turn to the period turns and then the both the mountain and water direct and indirect you change accordingly. In 玄空六法, they exist independently. Okay, so the starting period and the ending period of the mountain and the water is different. Okay, let's take a look at the next slide to have a more in-depth understanding of this. Okay, so basically okay, this is the whole idea with the extension or the depth of golden dragon in 玄空六法. Okay, we have already I mean in the earlier episode we have already talked about 2-cycle 8-period. Okay, 2-cycle 8-period have the early heaven as the basis. Okay, later heaven as the application. Okay, the direction and also the pre-number that we use. Okay, so the whole idea is, you see, if you look at this diagram that I prepared, right, this is early heaven. This is the later heaven Pakwa. Okay, so this is period 1 and period 9. Okay, so period 1 and period 9 is basically period 1 is Kun 1. Okay, period 9 is Qian 9. Okay, when we talk about Qi Xiong, the concept of Qi Hong Yu Liang Liang Xiong Dui Ma. Okay, opposite of one another. Ma. So this is where it applies. Okay, in terms of the theory. So 9 is always opposite of 1. Okay, 9 is always opposite of 1. Okay, so in period 1, okay, the indirect spirit is actually Kun 2. Okay, and it runs for 18 years. Okay, so what is opposite of Kun is actually Qian. Okay, so what is opposite the direct spirit is the indirect spirit. Okay, so the indirect spirit is actually Qian 9. Okay, Qian 9. Okay, so this is Qian 9. Same thing when you are period 2. Period 2 is actually Xun. Okay, so this is the indirect spirit, the golden dragon. Okay, so this the opposite will be the direct spirit. Okay, similarly, when period 3 will be Li 3. Okay, this is golden dragon is at Li. Okay, the direct spirit will be at Kan. Okay, direct spirit. Okay, so period 4 Tui is the direct spirit. Okay, and Ken is the indirect. This is the direct spirit. This is the indirect spirit. Okay, this is actually the basis, the Taiya. Okay, how we deduce between direct and indirect. Okay, but when we need to use it on Feng Shui, then we need to use the Little Heaven Gua. Like for example, over here is all opposite one another. But when you convert it to the Little Heaven Gua, then it's no longer so, because Kun is actually northwest, southwest, and Qian is actually northwest. Okay, period 2, Xun is actually east, northeast, sorry, southeast, okay. Zhen is actually east. Similarly, the only one that is opposite one another is the Li and Kan, north and south. Okay, period 4, Tui is west, Zhen is actually northeast. Okay, direct, indirect. And again, whatever happens, you just flip over. Okay, so you see, the early heaven doesn't change. Okay, it's still the same. Okay, and the only thing changed, right, is one is mountain, one is water. You see, it's still between, period 1 is still between southwest and northwest. Okay, similarly, period 1 is also northwest and southwest. Okay, the only thing that changed is that during period 1, Kun is water, indirect spirit, Qian is mountain, direct spirit. Period 9, Kun is direct spirit, mountain, Qian is indirect spirit, water. Okay, so it applies to all. Everything is actually a mirror. Just flip it over. Okay, whatever you have here, right, is actually identical. Okay, it's just that the mountain switch to water, water switch to mountain. Basically, the direct spirit switch to indirect spirit switch to direct spirit. Okay.